Shalom. I do want to start off this lesson by saying all praise to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH for giving me spirit through this lesson. I do want to give double honors to the elder and apostle GREATMILLSTONE for teaching the truth by using precepts upon precepts and line upon line. In this lesson I do want to get into today is land backing on one of the elder apostle video, and it's in the title of it. It says, "Here comes the 10 soldiers as we get closer and closer to martial law." All right, and in the video he was explaining how Esau Edom's about to come down great wrath. All right, why? Because he wants total control, because he's about to bring out his ultimate plan. And what is that? New world order, to chip everybody, to control everybody, and to be basically like the Most High on earth. All right, and how is he gonna try to bring that control in? Our order out of chaos. He'll create these crises, like the apostle was saying in this video, and through these crises, he will come out of nowhere and try to give you a solution, like a way out, a hope way out of the crises that he created. All right, that's why the statement is called order out of chaos, because he creates chaos, then he creates order out of it. All right, but the reason why I want to get into this lesson is because in the video he was talking about how those, when they bring out martial law, all right, when Esau Edom come down great wrath, they had to bring out, wickedness. They had to bring out crisis around the whole world. And I wanted to do a lesson on a crisis I just saw on Instagram that could go well with the point that he made. Because with this crisis that's going to happen, and I just found it on Instagram, martial law will be enforced around the world, because everybody's going to start going crazy because of it. All right, and it's a resource that everybody loves so much. Without this resources, everybody will go crazy. Even Jake, their damn souls, will go crazy. All right, Jake without it will probably try to kill and start robbing other house for it. All right, so let's play this video real quick, then show the video so you guys can know what I'm talking about. And then yeah, all right, so let's play the video, hear what he's trying to say. I'll go like right here. I didn't watch the whole thing, but it hit me in the spirit, and I was like, I should do a lesson. All right, because it will come to pass. All this is his prophecy. Habakkuk 2:3, for the visions yet for the point in time, by the end shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it surely come, it will not tarry. All right, none of these prophecies are not going to prolong anymore. It's not tearing any longer. All these prophecies are about to speak. And if you're not taking heed, if you're not focused, if you're not watching, you're all going to be taken away, just like the days of Noah. So let's play this video real quick, and let's get to the point of what I'm trying to talk about. All right.
In America, worldwide, they want everyone chipped, and the day is the top banking families.
Chip is talking about the RFID chip. The RFID chip is the mark of the beast. All right, and the Neuralink too. Elon Musk thing and the RFID chip.
And this is coming straight from one of their insiders, which he didn't go all the way. And that's one of the reasons why I believe they silenced him. That would be Aaron Russo, because Aaron Russo was part of the machine, but they wanted him to go all the way.
Basically, Aaron Russo is the one who Aaron Russo is a more evident fact of how the mark of the beast is RFID chip, because Aaron Russo is the one who was selling out the information at what there was planned to do later on in the future with the New World Order. That's basically what the elder apostle is saying. All right, he's saying that he believes that they signed some because now he's nowhere to be seen. But let's continue the video on.
His friend Nick Rockefeller wanted him to join that group called the CFR, the Council on Foreign Relations. And when you're a part of that group, you're big time. Okay, you are big time, the CFR. And Aaron Russo turned it down because he didn't have the stomach, the heart to do what they wanted him to do as being a member of the CFR. Pretty much you can't have no conscience when you're in the upper echelon of these top banking families, the upper secret societies. Those people have no conscience. If they're called to put in action something that will kill a lot of people, they have no problem doing it. They go home and sleep good at night. There's a scripture where it says the Edomites, they can't sleep unless they do some form of wickedness. Anybody finds that scripture, they can put it in the comment section. Okay, so reading on, it says, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. There you go.
Oh, there's a scripture. He was talking about how search up the scriptures, see what it was talking about, how they can't sleep without doing the form of wickedness. I just searched it up. It's Proverbs chapter 4, verse 16. Salakia. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away, unless they cause some to fall. That is the spirit of Esau Edom. He could never go to sleep if he does wickedness. Alright, this man always think about killing or doing some genocide type shit every single day. Alright, this is why Esau Edom just gotta be destroyed. That's why when YAHAWASHI comes and crack those clouds, he is gonna wipe out the nation of Edom. Alright, in the scripture it proves that Obadiah chapter 1 verse 18. But let's continue on the video. Let's stay on track real quick. Alright,
so that to me is definitely an example of that scripture. What happens during martial law? Martial law involves the temporary substitution of military authority for civilian rule, and is usually invoked in time of war, rebellion, or natural disaster.
now that was the point I was trying to get to, when he was talking about how martial law involves in a temporary substitution of military authority for civilian rule, and is usually invoked in time of war, rebellion, or natural disaster. Now, like I said, and like the elder apostle or apostle will say, and the brothers in GMS all the way going down, they will say that Esau Edom do this thing called order out of chaos. They create these chaos, they create crises around the whole world, and then they create order out of it. And the way they're going to use that, how they're going to create order, is to use martial law. Now, what is the crisis that I was talking about in the beginning of the video, of what Esau Edom's going to bring out? And it was on Instagram. So let's grab it real quick. It was this. Boop.
Coming to the United 1,000 immigrants.
Right.
Biden had warned us
This woman right here, she's a good reporter. I follow her on Instagram. You should
about
do
a
the
food
same.
shortage.
She, reports on stuff. She isn't, a Christian and stuff like that. However, her information is very valid. And if you guys don't trust the information that she say, obviously do your own research. Scripture says, 2 Timothy 2:15, study to show yourself proof unto God, a workman not to be ashamed, right, divided word in the truth. Alright, so yes, she does say Christianity stuff, bullcrap, and be like, oh, Jesus. We know that's not true. We know let's see how it's shot. However, the information that she does say is very valid, because it does go with the scriptures. Alright, and this information that she bring out is very well good. So
That was supposed to be coming, and he has now led over. Biden had warned us about a food shortage that was supposed to be coming, and he has now led over 35,000 immigrants coming to the United States in the last 3 days, and 3.8 million since he's been elected. The Border Patrol tried setting up a razor fence, but it was no use since they were still able to crawl through, so it got to the point that they couldn't even do anything. The states that have been affected the most have been New York, Chicago, and Texas. New York and Chicago already had a lot of homeless people to start off with, and now because of all these immigrants coming in, Biden has had to place them in hotels when these hotels could have been used for those homeless Americans that have been laying there for years. It got so bad that senior citizens had to be removed from their buildings and relocated to new cities, as well as nursing homes, just to be able to make space. After Biden mentioned giving out 500,000 work permits, he also said he would give them the opportunity to be able to vote. So we all know the purpose behind this all.
Alright, so the video is, so she basically said that there's going to be a food shortage because Biden warned about a food shortage and how he's letting immigrants come into America. Now, with this all situation that's going on, about to go hell, with the food shortages, you already know Jake and other people out there in America is going to start freaking out as soon as food shortage is going to come to pass. And that is part of scriptures. 2nd Ezra 6 verse 22 says this: and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, and a full storehouse shall suddenly be found empty. Basically meaning all your food stores like Walmart, Publix, your sown places is going to be found empty. Famine. And that's basically what she brung out. How Joe Biden now saying that we're going to have a lack of food. And what is that going to cause? Crisis, chaos, rampant, all right, murder in their streets, people, killing each other. Why? Because they're trying to get food. And you already know Jake, without food, Jake's gonna go bonkers. All right. In this day and age, if you get a Jake order wrong, he'll pull out a gun. How much more when he figure out there's no food in the stores? How much more? He finna go bonkers. Wicked Jake's gonna go bonkers. These rednecks, they're already tired of what's going on around America. As soon as they see there's no food in the stores, what do you think they're finna do? They're finna grab their guns. They're finna go riot. Jake gonna start robbing the house. It's gonna be chaos in the street, and that goes well with what's gonna happen next. Because what do they need to do to bring out martial law? Hold on. What does it need to happen for martial law to be invoked in the first place? We'll go back to the video. It says what? Martial law involves the temporary substitution of military authority for civilians' rule, and is usually invoked in a time of war, rebellion, or natural disaster. Natural disaster is what? The famine. Rebellion, basically damn near the whole nation is going against the government, and what the rednecks gonna do, they're gonna start a rebellion. And war, is not America about to go to war with other countries? Yes. So what do you think? Martial law is damn near close. All right, and I thought it would be a good thing to talk about, just because this thing that the elder apostle is going into is damn near close. All right, it is damn near close. All right, and with the immigrants that's coming in through through the border, coming in America, that's going to even add more chaos, because some of these immigrants that's coming in, you don't even know they're rapists. They carry some type of disease. You don't know who they are. So as soon as they come to the border, and as soon as they see shit start going crazy, watch how fast they start going crazy too. They're gonna add into the flame. They're like fuel to the flame that's already about to be burnt up. All right, and who is causing this all to happen in the first place? YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. He's causing it all to happen. Why? Because he wants America to be destroyed, and we're coming to that point. America is right there around the corner for its own destruction. It is about to be destroyed from its own destruction, and we're almost near to that point. Because as soon as all this chaos start, basically Jacob trouble, they're gonna come out with a solution. They're gonna tell you get the chip. They're gonna tell you to what they're gonna say. They're gonna tell you, oh, you should do this, and if you don't follow, you're gonna be put to death. And whoever took the chip, you're gonna be judged by Yahweh Shemashai. And that's what's gonna happen. All right, and how they're gonna come down great wrath? They're gonna use martial law. They're gonna use that. All right, because how is he gonna cause everybody to receive the R5 Egypt? He's gonna force everybody to receive it by making it the only way to buy and sell in society, to bring in order back again. All right, and this is about to come to pass. All right, I want to get another scripture real quick. Second Esdras 15. Well, okay. Second Esdras 15 verse 15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. Who are these people? It's gonna be American citizens. They're gonna be standing up, fighting each other in these days that we about to get into. Some might be for religion purposes, race war purposes, revenge purposes. It's gonna be for many things. And these days we about to get into, it's gonna be a time of something that we have never seen. Jacob trouble. Let's get that real quick. Jeremiah chapter 30 verse 7 KJV. It says this: alas, for the day is great, so that none is like it. It is even a time of Jacob trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Who's that? He is talking about the elect. But the Jacob trouble, who's going to be in trouble in those days? The 2/3 Jake. Israel, so-called News-IT Native American. Why? Because all hell is about to break loose. And we're near that point. And as soon as all hell about to break loose, what do you think they're about to come in with? Martial law. They're finna come in with all hell. They're gonna come to a great wrath and go, look, if y'all want to be okay, take this chip. And that's what they about to do. All right. Let's get another one. For so going back to 2nd Ezra 15 verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. Basically, they're not going to care about the rulership. And the course of their actions shall stand, and their powers are why? Because they're trying to survive. Jake's gonna be out there trying to kill each other. They're not gonna care about no president. Nobody doesn't even care about Joe Biden right now as we speak. So what's stopping anybody of doing this? What's stopping Jake of killing another Jake for food? What's stopping rednecks to go out there and start doing a rioting and get out their guns? Who's stopping them? Nobody is. That's why it says what? The course of their actions shall stand in their power. It's gonna be on their hands, and they're gonna act on that power that they're gonna have in those days. And it's not a matter of fact of if it's gonna happen. It's a fact of when. It's when it's going to happen, and we're close to that when. We're close to it. All right. Let's go to verse. You know what? Let's go to verse 19 because I'm gonna go straight to the point. It says this: a man shall have no pity on his neighbor, but shall destroy their house with a sword. What's the modern day sword? Guns. And spoil their goods. Why are men going to spoil their goods in those days? Because there's no more food. There's a lack of food in the stores. They can't afford anything anymore. Have you ever seen the prices in groceries now? Damn near milk is costing like what, $5, $6 tops. All right. These things are getting higher and higher every single day. Everybody's not gonna pay for this expensive stuff any longer. Everybody's gonna be fed up, and they're gonna take their action on, and they're gonna spoil people's houses. In the further future, Jake and other people is gonna start raiding other people's houses. That is the future prophecy itself too. Other men will raid another man's house for goods and spoils so they could survive. Because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. What's the lack of bread? Lack of resources, lack of stuff, famine in the stores. Did not scripture says what? Suddenly shall the stores shall be found empty? Because there's not gonna be no more food. So what man's gonna do in those days? They're gonna start raiding each other's houses for the lack of bread and for great tribulation. All right, and that's what's about to come to pass. All right. In this day and age. But that's all. Hold on. Let's get another scripture. Let's get this one. Daniel 12 verse 1, and that in the time and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was in a nation, even to the same time. Because Jacob's trouble is going to be a time that we have never seen in our lives. It's going to be horrendous. And at that time, thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. And that's talking about the elect. It's going to be that horrible in those days that we about to get into. And these crises that the elder apostle is talking about is about to come to pass. Because the only thing they need is a natural disaster, rebellion, and war. And as soon as that come to pass, and it will come, with the famine, with the immigrants, and with the war that's going on, as soon as that all comes together and start, what Esau even about to do, that'll come down great wrath. But hey, if y'all want to go back to normal life, take this ship. And then if y'all take it, y'all all gonna be utterly destroyed. And that's just gonna come to pass. That's just really gonna come. I really don't know what I'm gonna name this video, but it really hit to the spirit, and I thought I should do a video on it. And you know, Lord, you was edified, and y'all should watch this video. It's edifying itself too, because he goes into how martial law is about to kick in. And you know, I just thought I should do a lesson on how the crisis that's about to kick in is really the famine and other stuff that's about to come to pass. It really kicks in with what the woman was saying. And if y'all do want to subscribe, follow her, you know, I think I already showed her Instagram too. So if you want to follow, you could go ahead. All right, because she puts in some good information too. She's diligent. I'll say that. She is hella diligent. All right. But yeah, if y'all want to subscribe, you can pause it, see it. If you want to watch this video, you should watch it. It's really edifying. All right, but Lord, we was edified by this lesson. I want to give all praise to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Forgive me, Spirit, through this lesson. I do want to give double honors to the elder and apostle, Great Millstone, for teaching the truth by using precepts upon precepts and line upon line. Shalom.